Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. And did we start off the week strong yesterday or what? 7 Sins by Ren was absolutely insane. Can't believe I hadn't heard that song before. Was really awesome. I've been kind of listening to it nonstop. And if you are new to the channel, hey, thanks for being here. If you're not, you've heard me say all the time that I never really get a chance to read through all the comments. I so appreciate that you guys put them, and I try to get through all of them eventually. And I do try to like skim past the ones that are like critical at all, just because, you know, mental health and all that stuff. But I did see one person wrote, it just happened to be when I was clicking over to, I've been in a copyright dispute with some of Damash's people for the last few days. All good, everything's good, but it was just, I kept having to go back into the app to check that. Anyway, point is, as I was doing that, one of the comments that just happened to be at the bottom of the screen right there was kind of weird that you've never heard 7 Sins when I think in a past video you said that you've got Sick Boy on vinyl. And I was like, wow, first of all, thank you so much for watching and paying attention to little details like that, because that's who I am. So you will never catch shade from me if you're like, hey, wait a minute, I thought you said this, because like that's how my brain works too. I tend to remember and notice small little details like that. So I totally, like, that person is my vibe. And they weren't like mean about it. They were just like, they put that little emoji there, which I thought was really appropriate. So love you for that comment. But to prove to you that I hadn't heard that song before, hold on, I'll be right back. This is my Sick Boy album. You can see still completely in plastic. It feels completely wrong to open it just because, I don't know, it feels like a collector's item. Like I'm trying to save up money, and you guys know, like I lost my job, so I was about to purchase more and I couldn't because I need to save the money right now. But and it's not just this one. I got Freckled Angels. Also, you can see still in the plastic, right? And I got Ren Demos, still in the plastic. Ren Demos, see? So I got all 3 vinyl albums and never took them out of the plastic because I just feel like they should, like, they're collector's items. Because I feel that strongly about Ren and his art. Like, you know, you don't take stuff like that out of the case. It's like I have signed baseballs by Yankees and some, like I have a Cal Ripken Jr. signed baseball. Like it stays in a case. You know what I mean? You don't take that out. So I'm trying to save up enough money that I can buy all 3 vinyls again to listen to. But it has taken incredible willpower not to take the wrap off of those albums. But so there you go, though. Proof. I did respond to that comment and say, no, I haven't. But there's proof, just in case you really wanted to see it and didn't believe me. Because who would buy the vinyls and not listen to them, right? Yeah, the channel's called Qwerky for a reason, guys. Like, if you thought that was a facade, it is certainly not. Anyway, today's music, another comment that I saw recently was someone said something about, you've got to check out this music video of Prequel for the band Falling in Reverse. I think they're a band. I've never heard their music before. I've heard of the band, I just never heard of, or the artist. I've never, like, but I know nothing about them. Like literally, I'm coming into this completely and totally noob. Okay. I'm excited about it though. And the reason that I added it to the list and wanted to do it soon is because I haven't had a chance to do one of these in a while, where they said it's kind of done like a movie. And so I think they were saying to me, like, you'll appreciate it for the filmmaker side of it, which, as you guys know, I love dissecting that kind of stuff, and feel like I haven't been able to do that in a while for any of the music videos. I think the last one I did that to was a Damash video, which was awesome. So I really like that angle of doing this stuff. So I hope you guys too. You know, again, I know nothing about this song, so we're going to experience together if you know nothing about it, or if you're fans of theirs. Hey, I never tell people on my channel to subscribe or like the video or anything like that. All I ever say is the comment section is like the best way to tell me what else I should be watching. and stuff like that. A couple people do that over at Buy Me a Coffee, which that's the QR code right there. I still appreciate that, but that is no pressure from me. I still try to, I have a very long spreadsheet list of songs that I'm trying to get to and watch. But just so you know, like I do go through the comments and mine and try to find things that you guys suggest, and then I put them on a list, and then I try to spread them out. And then we've got some cool stuff coming. Jackie may be able to record with me at the end of the week, so hopefully next week I'll have that. If not, it'll be closer to the end of November. And then I think I'm getting another Tim week in there, but then I have another surprise for you guys that's coming up. And then on top of that, I've reconnected with an old actress friend of mine who's now become a musician. So I'm going to introduce her to Ren. I'm telling you guys, lots of cool ideas to round out the year. So anyway, very excited to do this. If you couldn't tell what happens when I get excited, I babble. We all know this. So let me pull this up. It already looks like a movie, so I am here for it. There will definitely be some like film production breakdown of this. I can already tell, but just press play. Let's get into it. Here we go. Falling in Reverse prequel. That also suggests, by the way, I know I just said just press play, but prequel suggests that there's like a whole story that everyone else already knows that's out there. I don't know. So I am coming into this completely blind, guys. I just feel like I need to say that so that if they do have avid fans, kind of the way Ren has avid fans, none of y'all come at me and be like, how do you not know? I just don't know. But look at that as someone that you can mold into understanding. Like, you can tell me what else I should watch from these guys if this is any good. But I'm guessing it will be because you almost never steer me wrong. All right, here we go. Falling in Reverse, prequel.
Dear diary, I've been searching for a higher me. I'm in the sky in the pilot seat, trying to stop my mind from spiraling.
Are those real tattoos?
That's irony.
Like on his body like that?
For a resolution. I just want to be a better
like
human,
that?
but it's hard when everybody's acting stupid. Pardon me if that came off rude. I just have a bad attitude with the world and not just with you. It's the side effects of abuse. I admit I'm a little strange. I don't think that I'll ever change. I survived a whole life of pain. You could say I escaped my fate. I'm a cynical, egotistical, unpredictable, hardened criminal, and I can be a little hypocritical, but I'll admit it straight to your face. I'm unbreakable, irreplaceable, undeniably inspirational. I use everything I have available to make me the person I am today.
Yo, just because there's a little break there. First of all, I love that he's like, I admit that I'm a little weird or a little strange. I don't remember. I think he said weird. Bet, brother. Bet. I fully admit it. I embrace it. That's why we're here. But I love how like he's kind of got that intensity already. I love that. It also seems very goth. Is that his normal like vibe? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from all of this. And if those tattoos are real, like that's a whole nother, like you see it on the he's got like a tattooed widow's peak. But then this like his whole upper body, if that's tat and not paint, that's intense. Like even up to his neck right there, you can see it. God, I need to shave. But you know what I mean? This is a vibe, man. That was a good breaking point. So let's see what's coming. Okay.
Dear diary,
real
dear
religious
diary,
stuff in there too.
I just had another wild dream. I was in a world that admired me, and when I woke up I was smiling. And that's irony. That's irony. You talk a lot, but you don't even know me. I'm just hoping that my testimony...
Wow. You see that wide shot? That is a hot shot right there. Can I get back to it? Oh no. I think it's coming right there. But that wide that was just there, that was dope. Like that was seriously very, very cool.
That's irony. You talk a lot, but you don't even know me.
That one. Look at that. Look at that. That is dope. It's a low to the ground. They're definitely using this sound stage with a green screen because everything in the back there is graphic. But all those extras are real. See how you can see how they're all in the little horseshoe of a foreground right there. So like guys, this is stuff we've talked before is about how you can tell what stuff is in it and not in it. So like, perfect example. Do you see the well over on the left-hand side of the screen there? Well, my left hand, I don't know what it is for you, but that well is there. That's on the stage. But see the you know, to his left, that red silo thing with the little square on top of it, that's soundstage. That's all green screen. And it's called an endless, which is like, it's an endless seam. There's no seam in it, so you can just put anything you want on it. But all these extras, you can see they're like in a horseshoe to give that feeling of it being a full, you know, square of people and everybody milling around. But if that were true, they'd be in front of them too. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is no shade. I'm just saying this is how film production does this kind of stuff, which I think is super, super cool. And to have this level of it in a music video is intense. Like, this is high quality stuff right here. This is like Dimash, One Story, One Sky kind of thing. This is dope. I really like this. They really invested some, not just money, but some time and creativity into this. And you guys know I love that. Thank you so much for suggesting.
I'm just hoping that my testimony will inspire y'all to stop acting phony. Pardon me if that came off weird. I don't mean to be mean, I swear. I have been through a lot this year. I just want to make a few things clear. I don't like it when people hate behind my back and not to my face. Nowadays it just feels so fake, so I'll cut the grass to expose the snakes. I'm unstoppable, it's impossible. You don't want to see the diabolical side of me that never stops is volatile. So I suggest you stay in your lane. I'm unapologetic. You know where it's headed. I will never ever let up off the pedal. I got the spirit of every warrior in me. Ever back the fuck up, get out the face. You're a slave to labor and you praise the fascists. You kiss the hand that takes half in taxes, faking outrage and being seen. A generation with no self-esteem. It's time to rise up and stand against them. Break the chains and finally see the vision. We're post-traumatic from a broken system. Follow me into the chaos engine. It's time to stand, it's time to fight. Don't be afraid to twist the knife. Your sacrifice to break the curse.
Yo, this is like some Matrix shit right here, yo. Like how they just, you know, in the future or in the Matrix, we're all just batteries. And that's how they, like, you know, pregnant women were just like creating more batteries for everything. That's what this is kind of like. And the funny thing is that Neo, so not to get too deep, you know, down the rabbit hole of the Matrix movies, but Neo is an anagram for one, as in the one, which was, and you know, the filmmakers have admitted that it had a direct correlation to like a god, like a Jesus type character. So it's just crazy that we just saw the cross on the floor over there, and they're doing the same kind of, like, you know, whatever he's talking about, like, you know, rebelling against the people that tax you, the people that like try to force you to do it a certain way. So he's talking like he is the one after walking through that scene where the cross was right there, and then like kind of making all these like little, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it all ties together. And I don't think it's a leap. I don't think I'm stretching to get there. I think it actually purposefully ties together that he's in this video. Again, I don't know context for what came after this. This is a prequel. I don't know anything about this band or this musician. But what I'm saying is it's giving me in this song that he's the chosen one. He's the guy that the higher up people, the people that want us to just obey, that don't like it when you're weird and don't like it when you fall in line and don't like it when you rebel against taxation, like he said. And those people, those higher ups, those suppressors, they don't like guys like this. Just like the agents, the Mr. Smiths in the Matrix, just like the Pontius Pilates in the Bible, if that's what you follow in Christianity, just like I'm guessing what's happening here. He's just very undercover, so I guess no one knows that he's doing it. But that's what this seems to be to me. It's very cool. And it's very cool the way they're doing it and representing it. Did you see the tags on the ears of the pregnant women? Where else do you see those tags? Cattle. When they're being brought into the slaughterhouse for meat, which isn't that what they're saying? that this is just, they're just meat. We're just using them for the byproduct that comes out of them because it sustains us. And this guy's rebelling against it. This is dope, dude. This is dope. If that was a little too deep down the rabbit hole, I'm sorry. I can't help it when I see stuff like that. I get really into it, obviously.
Prepare to die, prepare to burn. Abandon hope, it's not enough. Cause all our gods abandon us. Your sacrifice to break the curse. Light the match, watch it burn. Angels die. Let it burn from the start.
Like, literally. What'd I say? What'd I say? Yo. I might not be the brightest bulb on the tree, man, but when it comes to this stuff, I tend to pick it up. I'm proud of myself for that one. That was a pretty good pickup right there. You're all going to be like, it was super obvious. You're right. You're probably right. I'm sure everyone else got it too. I'm sorry. I just had a very fun moment where I was like, yo, that's what I just said. That's literally what I just said, though. Like, I wonder, did they get, how long has this video been around? Did they get like in trouble with like Christians and stuff? Because they usually get, like, they got really upset when Ryan Reynolds called himself Marvel Jesus in Deadpool and Wolverine. And then they had like Hugh Jackman up on a cross in one of the multiverses. So I wonder if they got in trouble for this video, but he's definitely, like, it was all, the setup was very clear to me. So I'm not surprised that this is where it went. I mean, I'm a little surprised, and a little surprised it happened that quickly. I guess not. We're 3 minutes in of a 4-minute video, but that's awesome. I love that that came together, and I love that their vibe, like what they were putting down creatively, was so pick-upable like that. Like, it speaks more volumes about them than it does about me, truly, because they're putting it out there in a way that lets you see it and lets you grasp it just by paying attention. And I love that. And you guys might be like, well, if you know the rest of the story, this was obvious. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just saying, in that moment, that was really cool. That was like a cool moment to kind of like figure it out and then have it appear like that. I hope that makes sense. Let's go back a little bit.
Let it burn from the start. When everything falls apart.
Oh, he's like Cyclops. Yo, not for nothing. Y'all saw that too, right? The booty on that angel? No one else saw that? Just me? Okay. You about to see it again. So just a little, know what I'm saying? And he's ascending, and they're trying to pull him down. Oh, wait, but so did you notice that too? I wonder if that was intentional. Did you notice? So when he had what looked like was a reincarnation moment, which is when he's walking up and you see the holes on his hands, which, if you know the story of Jesus Christ in the Bible, that's the same thing that happened. That's how he was able to prove that he was really who he was, because the holes were there when he was reincarnated 3 days later, or when he was risen. And so, and in the clip they just showed, the close-up of the hand, you could see the little hole there. But did you notice in this clip right here, when he's like above himself and not on the cross anymore, and the angels and the, you know, demon angels are pulling at him in both directions? There was no hole there. So I wonder if that was intentional, because it's his spirit and his entity is still on the actual cross, or if it was a mistake. What do you guys think? I don't know. Those are other little things that I tend to notice. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, see? This is giving very much reincarnate the story of, you know, Jesus reincarnating vibes. The hole proves that he was nailed to the cross, the holes in his hands, and, you know, he came out of a cave, which was his tomb, and the rock was pulled aside. I know there's no big boulder there, but I'm just saying, like, this all has to be intentional, right? So good at that scream singing too. Yeah, I don't get the symbolism of that last thing. I'm sorry, but that was dope. Like, it truly was. I don't even like I'm sure there's more meaning there, guys, and maybe you know because you know more of the rest of the story, but just from what I gathered, like, he's been struggling a lot with either people trying to suppress his voice, not like his actual singing voice, he's very strong that way, I mean, but like suppress his message and that kind of stuff. And he feels like he needs to lead, you know, that kind of stuff out of that darkness. And if he has to sacrifice himself to do it, he will, kind of thing. That was so well produced, though. Like, a lot of that was on pretty epic sound stages. The graphic design and After Effects, they paid a penny for that, man, because that was really high quality stuff. That angel fight in the sky where he's levitating like that was intense. And, you know, that's all graphic design. That's pretty crazy. And animation, and that was really, really well done. But even the stuff that he was doing with the extras, with the hands up and everything else, that takes a lot of film production. This is a really solid, well-produced music video. I wonder if he does more like this. Does he have more music videos that, or they, Falling in Reverse, do they have more that are this level, this quality? Or maybe have they done like a longer version, like the Mosh did, that 13-minute One Story, One Sky kind of thing? You know, there are a couple people that have done kind of like, I don't want to say rock operas, but you know what I mean? Like just longer form stuff where they do this level, because this is not everyone is like, not all musicians are putting out this level of production behind their music videos. This is really dope, guys. I hope if you stayed this long, you really enjoyed it. For the person who commented this, thank you for making the comment, because I really do enjoy diving deep into film production stuff like this, because it's what I do and I love what I do. Well, when I'm employed, I love what I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, you know I appreciate you. This week is off to a very, very kick-ass start, so I hope you're having a good one too. And hey, who knows what's coming later this week? I would stick around if I were you. In the meantime, don't let life get you down. Remember, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.